Open up a 5-point lead out in League 2 as Paul Scholes gets revenge on Oldham. We'll take a look at that and much more in the latest on the picks and League 2. Welcome back once again with another prediction show today. We'll take a look at Matchday number 11 out in League 2, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button and keep you bang up to date with all things League 2 related, like Rovers related, world football related. We're going over here, boys, under one Ruski. That's right, boys. Oh yes, of course. Yes, Oldham. Paul Scholes used to manage Oldham way back when, and of course he only lasted like a couple of games, but he's here at Salford in charge at the moment, and he actually picked up a victory for Salford. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Of course, a big shout out to the Patreon gang. You know who you are. They're VIP exclusive members of the Broverhood, so do appreciate the support that you guys offer. And of course, we have actually had 3 new patrons this past week, so a big shout out to Ahmed Sochi, of course Shane O'Donnell, and of course Austin Niles, or Miles Austin should I say, aka Natusha A. So a big shout out to those guys supporting the channel behind the scenes. Respect to my brothers and sisters for supporting the clan. If you want to come on to support the channel in another way, I'm looking for patrons, trying to get to number 25. I went to 23 at the moment, so check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. It's, you know, for as little as a banana. It's probably as little as a banana, depending on wherever you are in the world. Of course, some bananas elsewhere, like in Antarctica, would be very expensive, but we're talking about normality, bananas, cheapness, much cheapness. Check it all out. Links down below. Anyway, let's get into the thick of things, of course, and head a little look at how I got on. And tell you what, I did okay. Not brilliant. Not as good as League 1, but it doesn't really matter. Not to 4 you in the shit-face game. 5-9 straight-face score. 10+. Forget about it. Forget about none of those. None of those. We're going to kick it all off with, of course, Southend against Port Vale. Was it Port Vale? What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? It's Scunthorpe. It's Scunthorpe. There we go. Woo! That was postponed. I was like, what's going on here? I was in like a parallel universe there. I actually remember the 1-0 win, but of course, never took place. Exeter against Carlisle, though, that did take place. It was a 1-0 win for Exeter in the end. Tommy Parker on the score sheet for Exeter. Grimmy Torre got himself sent off for Carlisle. Shame on him. Actually, remember the 2-1 win for Exeter. Ain't too shabby. Barrow victorious, of course, against Bradford. Called it, lads. Absolutely called it, because they got the bit between the teeth there. They got the first victory, and they're up and moving. Connor Brown on the score sheet for Barrow. Levy Sutton get himself sent off for Bradford in that match, as back-to-back wins for Barrow. On the charge, Cheltenham Town against Forest Green Rovers and Vegans. Of course, no joy for the Vegans. Cheltenham picking up the victory, 2-1 in the end. Actually, with a 2-0 win for Cheltenham. Ain't too shabby, pals. Ain't too shabby. William Boyle on the score sheet. Andy Williams giving Cheltenham 2 goals there. Aaron Collins on the score sheet for Forest Green to give themselves a something on that one, but little or no effect. Crawley against Cambridge ended up as a 2-1 win for Crawley. Actually, went 2-1 the other way. Again, another red card in this one. Max Waters on the score sheet for Crawley. Tom Nichols as well. Joe Ironside giving Cambridge a bit of hope at the start of the game. Jake Heathcliff got himself sent off for Crawley, but they held on for the 3 points in the end. Stevenage against Grimsby, that ended up as a 0-0 draw. Actually went with the Grimsby on this one. It's a point, it's a point in the back, hopefully enough to keep the Grimsby people happy, as I want to see you guys rise the table. So I got that one wrong. Leyton Orient did smash Bolton. Actually went with Bolton on this one, but they got smashed 4-0 in the end. I just don't know now. I think Bolton are in a bit of trouble. Danny Johnson scores, Joby McAnuff as well. Colin Wilkinson and Craig Clay will score for Leyton Orient as they took care of business with a 4-0 win at the end. Mansfield Town, they could go down, but they managed to pick up a point. 1-1 in the end over Walsall. Got it on the nose, lads. On the nose. Oh yes. Goal scores. Nicky Maynard score sheet for Mansfield. And Aji Adebayo on the score sheet for Walsall to give themselves a share of the spoils. Newport County did smash the New Boys Harrogate. 2-1 in the end to give themselves a big old boost. All right, to the top of the table. 5-point lead right now. Patrick Ullman on the score sheet with Brandon Cooper. Coops to his mates with a 2-1 win. Josh Falkenham getting himself sent off for Harrogate with Will Smith. Get jiggy with it. Yeah, that's right, with the consolation goal for Harrogate as they lost. Meanwhile, Salford did smash Oxford. Yes, they did. 2-0 in the end. I actually called this one. I actually got a 1-1 draw on this one. The goals on the day was James Wilson, ex-Man United man. Ashley Hunter. Is he the one from the old FIFA game? He's a 2-0 win in the end for Salford in the end as they smashed it, dashed it against Oldham Athletic. Southend Southend against Port Vale, 2-0 win for Port Vale. They're on the climb. Once again, it's the top 5. Port Vale are on the move. Goals again. Tom Pope with a couple of goals for Port Vale. Of course he is. He's a goal scoring machine. Tranmere Rovers did lose to Morecambe. Get in there, lads. Get in there. I believe in the Morecambe. Yes, indeed. With, of course, Derek Adams pulling the strings. Adam Phillips on the goal scorers for Morecambe away from home. Big result for them. That cost him a job. Matey boy at Tranmere. I got myself 3, 6. Got myself 6 on you. Can you keep up with me? Yes, you can. Of course you can. I did okay. Not brilliant. This is the table as it stands. Newport County lead the charge. 5-point lead over Cambridge with a 1-point lead over Cheltenham. Then it's Exeter and Port Vale on goal difference. Right not far behind. The Vegans are 6th and Crawley to 7th. Down the foot table, Southend, Scunthorpe going down as it stands. Morecambe, they're up to 10th. Oh yes, believe in it, baby. Of course, get your picks in nice and early for this one because the games come thick and fast. North 4, you're in the shit-face game, 5-9, straight-face club, like where I am, and 10+. Forget about it. Nathan Eva, well done, brother. Well done. Clarkoff captain sense of direction. He did okay. Alex Weller did bits. Elgin Cow, well done to you, brother, as well. Well done, well done. Cody Ho did all right. Absolutely killing it as well. Yannick Bustler did bits. We are keeping on not too shabby. Gaming Charlie also up there with the big boys. Ivan Stringer did okay. Okay didn't do okay. Olad Jojo, he did all right. Well done, brother. Joachim Jakobsen, he did okay as well. Get in there. Full stop, aka period. He did bits. Roger Dawson did bits. Brock did poop. Ollie Hamburg, he did all right. Omar Esquivel, not too bad, brother. Not too bad. Simple 1996. He also did very well. Club Skills did bits. Russell Frost also doing very well. And Shepherd also doing poop. But it's okay, brother. Don't worry. They're not always, not always winners. This is the situation as it stands. Like I said, I got 6. What do I get? I would have been up to at least 4th. But Alex Weller, I didn't even see Alex Weller come up there. Where is Alex Weller? Where are you, Alex Weller? Oh, there he is. There he is. So, yes. It's all legit. Let's give him another round of applause, of course. Alex Weller. Well done, brother. You did bits this week. Periods are good. Russell Frost did also very well, better than me. So we've got to give them the respect for the rest of the do. And then the guys who equal with me, you're also cool. You're cool like me. But the rest of yous, you're shit. Up your game, brothers. Of course, this is the current leaderboard. Let's take a look at it. Whoa. Bow down to Gaming Charlie. 50% success rate as it stands. I think he had an okay week. Not brilliant. Omar Esquivel and Russell Frost, not too far behind, though. Of course, Joachim Jakobsen in the top 5 with a 45% success rate. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. Let's get into it, of course. Games taking place on the 3rd of November, except for this one, because this one is going to be postponed. But we'll talk about it anyway, just in case some cure will be happening and then everything is resolved. But it's probably not. But anyway, if these two sides have played each other, this will be the 17th time that these two sides have played. 4 wins for Port Vale, 7 wins for Scunthorpe, and 6 draws, of course. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins for Port Vale, 3 for Scunthorpe, and 1 draw. Last time played was in Scunthorpe in the Carlisle Cup earlier this season. It was a 2-1 win for Port Vale, of course. Zach Mills on score sheet. Theo Robinson giving Port Vale the big fat W. Ryan Loft on score sheet for Scunthorpe, giving them a consolation goal. However, last time played in Port Vale was back in February 2020. It was a 2-2 draw in League 2, of course. Alex Gilead on score sheet here with George Milner giving Scunthorpe a couple of goals there. Mark Cullen on score sheet. Nathan Smith on score sheet for Port Vale. Heading into this, of course, Port Vale winning 4 of the past 5, losing to Cambridge United, the only blip. Meanwhile, Scunthorpe just looking absolutely shit right now. 4 defeats on the spin. Scunthorpe actually in the drop zone at the moment. Bit of win for them. They could have actually got out of the drop zone in the expense of either Mansfield or Stevenage, up to 21st spot on the table. Port Vale coming to this in 5th. Bit of win for them. They could go as high as 2nd, but of course that ain't going to happen. But if it was to take place, I would have gone with Port Vale with a 2-0 win in the end. Oldham up against Cheltenham. Of course, these two sides have played each other in the past 16 times. 4 wins for Oldham, 5 wins for Cheltenham, and 7 draws. Oh yes, the last 6 though sees 1 win for Oldham, 2 wins for Cheltenham, and 3 draws, of course. However, the last time played was in Cheltenham. It was back in January 2020. It was a 3-0 win for Cheltenham in the end. Max Sheaf on the score sheet, Alfie May and Ryan Broom giving Cheltenham the big fat W. However, last time played each other at Boundary Park was a 1-1 draw back in October 2019. Philip Maurice on the score sheet for Oldham. Ryan Broom again on the score sheet as Cheltenham picked up a point out of that one. However, coming into this, Cheltenham actually just lost once in the past 5. That was against Port Vale a couple of games back. Meanwhile, Port Vale actually just once in the past 4. That was against Southend a couple of games back as well. Look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? Oldham are 11-4 for the victory, 21-10. Cheltenham are your favourites, 11-5 is your draw. Cheltenham coming to this in 3rd, but a win for them they could go as high as 2nd. Oldham coming to this in 20th, but a win for them they could go as high as 15th at the expense of Barrow on this one. I'm going to go with Cheltenham. I do believe in them ahead of Oldham. I don't believe in them. I think they're going to struggle. Of course, next up, one of my soft spots is Morecambe Town, or just Morecambe, taking on Exeter City, of course. Now, these two sides play each other 26 times in the past. Just 4 wins for Morecambe, just 11 wins for Exeter, and 11 draws. They come into this, of course, the last 6, though, sees 1 win for Morecambe, 4 wins for Exeter, and 1 draw. Last time picture was in Morecambe. It was a 5-goal thriller going in favour of Exeter. Jake Taylor, Lee Martin, and Nicky Law on the score sheet for Exeter. Lewis Alessandro on the score sheet for a couple of goals for Morecambe, and Sam Lavelle getting himself sent off in a very, very action-packed game on that one. one. Quick look at the... Oh, I don't know. I've just clicked out the screen. But anyway, heading into this, the bookies odds, 11-4 for Morecambe, 5-2 draw. Even Stevens, of course, for Exeter. Exeter coming to this in 4th, but a win for them. They could go as high as 2nd. Morecambe coming to this 10th, and a win for them. They could go as high above. They could go as high as 3rd with a big fat W on this one. Going with it. Going with a 2-1 win for Morecambe to surprise us all. And maybe, just maybe, we can start to believe again that Morecambe could actually make it promotion this season. Maybe, just maybe. Next, of course, Bradford sitting on Southend. If ever's a game for Bradford to win, it is this one. Anyway, they've taken on Southend in the past 19 times. Just 6 wins for Bradford, 7 wins for Southend, and 6 draws for Southend. Free falling at the moment. Anyway, the last 6, though, sees 1 for Bradford, 4 wins for Southend, and 1 draw. Last time the picture was in Vale Parade in League One. It was a 4-0 win for Southend. Simon Cox, Sam Matham, and Stephen Humphreys on the score sheet. A couple of goals for him back in January 2019. However, last time I played each other, in fact, that was the last time I played each other. Heading into this, should I say, 5-game losing run for Southend. On the flip side, Bradford just 1 win in the past 6 for them, and that was against Mansfield. Quite a long ways back now, back at the start of the month of October. Quick look at the odds then, shall we, on this one? What do we have on this? It's 30-8 on Bradford. Stone Cold favourites. 11-4 is your draw. 9-2 is your Southend. Southend at the moment rooted to the foot of the table, but a win for them. They could actually leapfrog Scunthorpe in the process. Bradford coming to this in 16th, but a win for them. They could go just 1 spot above Barrow into 15th. I'm going to go with Bradford with this one finally to get some points on the bad. I just don't think it's going to happen now. I was hoping Bradford were going to be up there, but I just don't see it. Cambridge up against Southend. Of course, these two sides played each other just twice. It's actually been 2 wins out of 2 for Southend. For Salford, should I say. Anyway, those last 2, of course, were played last season. The last time I played was in Cambridge. It was a 4-0 win for Salford on this one. Adam Rooney with a couple of goals. Ashley Hunter again. Ubi Turari on the score sheet for Salford in a 4-0 win. Salford coming to this just 1 defeat the past 5. That was against Port Vale. Quite a few games back. Actually, just 2 wins the past 5 if you want to look at it a different way. On the flip side, Cambridge coming to this 1 defeat the past 6 for them. That was against Crawley just last week. Excuse me. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? 7-5 for Cambridge, 95-94 is draw. 90-10 is Salford for the away win. Salford coming to this in 9th. A win for them. They could go as high as 3rd. Coming into this, Cambridge coming to this in 2nd. But of course, they can't catch the leaders, but they could actually strengthen the spot in the top 2 with a victory. I'm going to go with Cambridge on this one with a 3-1 win over Scholes and his boys. Next up, we have Carlisle taking on Newport County. Another little fruity one this one. These two sides played each other 12 times past. Just 3 wins for Carlisle, 7 wins for Newport, and 2 draws, of course. Last 6, though, sees 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Last time played each other in Carlisle was a 2-0 win. That's right, a lot of 2s knocking about there. Of course, that was back in March 2020. Omar Patrick on the score sheet, Joshua Cariodi on the score sheet for Carlisle and a 2-0 win. Ryan Innes on the score sheet got himself sent off actually for Newport on that match. Heading into this, Newport 5-game winning run for them. Of course, last defeat was against Cambridge back in the 10th for the 10th. Meanwhile, Carlisle coming to this just 1 defeat the past 6 for them, and that was, of course, last time around against Exeter. Look at the odds on this one. Tight one, this one really is. 70-10 for Carlisle, 8-5 for Newport, 9-4 is the draw on this one. Of course, Carlisle coming to this. They're up to 8th at the moment, but a win for them. They could go as 2nd. Newport County, of course, top of the pops, and they'll remain top of the pops, No matter what goes on, they'll be top of the pops. I'm going to go with a draw on this one. Newport will be content. Carlisle will be okay with the point with that as well. Colchester United against Stevenage. Of course, these two played 15 times in the past. 8 wins for Colchester, 4 wins for Stevenage, and just 3 draws, of course. The last 6, though, sees 2 wins for Colchester, 3 wins for Stevenage, and 1 draw. And that draw was last time played, which was in Stevenage back in January 2020. It was a 0-0 draw. However, last time played in Colchester was back in 2019. It was in the Mickey Mouse Cup in December. It was a 2-1 win for Stevenage. Jason Cowley on score sheet with a couple of goals. Chris Stokes with a big fat OG. Giving Colchester a bit of a shout, but unfortunately they lost. Heading into this, Stevenage without a win in 6, picking up back-to-back, or unbeaten in 2 at the moment, but without a win in 6. On the flip side, just 1 defeat the past 3 for Colchester. That was against Newport just the other day. Before that was back-to-back wins for them. Heading into this, even Stevens for Colchester. 25 is the draw. 11-4 is your away win. That is Stevenage. Stevenage coming to this in 21st spot, but a win for them. They could go as high as 16th. Colchester come into this in 13th at the moment. They free falling a little bit, but a win for them. They could go as high as 9th. I'm going with Colchester on this one with a 2-0 win to bag it, snag it, and take the 3 points in the end. Walsall taking up Crawley. Of course, these two sides have played each other in the past just 9 times. 3 wins apiece and 3 draws. Of course, the last 6, though, sees 3 wins apiece, but no draws. Last time played each other was in Walsall back in January 2020, and it was a 2-1 win for Walsall. That's right. Josh Gordon on score sheet, Wesley McDonald as well. Panuchki Kamara on score sheet for Crawley as they got an early goal on that one, but to little or no effect. Heading into this, Walsall just 1 defeat the past 6. That was against Cambridge United, but however, without a win in 5. Of course, last win was against Leyton Orient back in the middle of the month. On the flip side, Crawley just 1 defeat the past 5 for them. That was against Exeter back midway through the month of October. Quick look at the odds on this one then, shall we? Walsall are 6-5 for the victory. 94 is the draw. 23-10 is your away win. Of course, Walsall coming to this in 14th spot. Just one defeat so far this season, but a win for them, they could go as high as 16th. On the flip side, Crawley coming to us in 7th in the playoff spot, but a win for them, they could go as high as 2nd with the W on this one. I'm going to go with Crawley as well. 2-1 win, 2nd defeat on the season for Walsall. Next up, then Vegans taking on Leyton Orient. Oh yes, now these two sides played just twice, 1 win apiece, no draws. The last time they played each other was, of course, last season. It was in Forest Green. In fact, scrap that, was early in this season. They actually played each other in the Carlisle Cup in Forest Green, and Leyton Orient came out on top with a 2-1 win. Oh yes, guess right, that was back in September. Danny Johnson, Conor Wilkinson on score sheet for Leyton Orient. Danny Happer with a big fat OG giving Forest Green, then Vegans a bit of a shout on this one. Heading into this, then Vegans just 2 defeats the past 6 for them, and the rest of them were wins. Unbeaten in 4 though, Leyton Orient heading into this. The last defeat was against Grimsby midway through the month of October. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on the odds? It's 11-10 for Forest Green Rovers. Stone Cold Fair is 5-2 is draw. 3-1 is the away win. That is Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient coming to 11th, but a win for them. They could go as high as 6th. Of course, sitting in 6th spot is then Vegans, but a win for them. They could go as high as 2nd. Oh yes, and I'm going to go with the Vegans, of course. Looking good, taking names. That's right, 2-1 in the end. Grimsby against Barrow. Oh, of course, 2 split right down the middle on this one. These sets have been each other 12 times in the past. 6 wins for Grimsby, nothing for Barrow, and 6 draws. It's the master against the protege. Ian Holloway against Darren Dunn. Darren Dunn? David Dunn. Shame on me. Shame on me. How dare I? Got that name wrong. But anyway, these two sides play each other. Yeah, the last 3 was for Grimsby, nothing for Barrow, and 3 draws. Last time play each other was in the Northern League Premier Division. It was in Barrow. It was a 3-1 win for Grimsby. That's right. Patrick Ullman on the score sheet. Josh Golling as well. Otis Khan giving Barrow a show this well, a bit of consolation on this one. However, last time play each other in Grimsby was back in 2015 in the Northern League Premier as well. Andy Monkhouse on the score sheet. Omar Bogle as well. Aristo Nostalgia as well. Elliot Newby giving Barrow a goal on that one. Heading into this, Grimsby just without a win in 4. Meanwhile, Barrow unbeaten in 4. Just 1 loss to the past 6 for them. That was against Harrogate all the way back midway through the month of October. Dunn's got it all shaping up and looking rosy at the moment. But anyway, heading into this, the odds 30-8 for Grimsby, 23-10 is the draw. 30-8 is your away win. That is Barrow. Barrow up to 15th at the moment, but a win for them, they could go as high as 13th. Grimsby come to this in 17th spot, but a win for them, they could go as high as 15th of a Barrow in the process. I'm going with a 1-0 win for Grimsby. The master will outdo the apprentice. Next up, Harrogate against Tranmere. Of course, these two sides have played each other in the past just once. There's been a draw. Of course, that was in the League Cup earlier this season. It was a 1-1 draw. Harrogate came out on top with the penalties in the end. The goal scorers on the day. James Vaughan on score sheet for Tranmere. Lloyd Kelly giving Harrogate an equaliser, and of course, passage through to the next round. Harrogate actually Tranmere just won in the past 6 for them. That was against Southend, of course, who are rooted to the table. Meanwhile, Harrogate without a win in 3, looking for some positivity for them in the moment. 11-10 for Harrogate, 3-1 for Tranmere. New manager bounce, perhaps 12-5 is your draw. Harrogate coming to this at the moment. They've fallen down to 12th, but a win for them. They could go back into the playoffs into the expense of Forest Green Rovers in 6th. Tranmere coming to this free falling at the moment, 18th spot at the moment, but a win for them. They could go as high as 15th for the table. I'm going to go with Harrogate on this one, despite the change of manager. I just don't think the Tranmere will have it, and you can just about see it. Bolton should probably get the victory over Mansfield, but we'll talk about the game anyway. These two sides played each other 4 times in the past. 4 wins out of 4 for Bolton, but of course the last time they played each other was back in I don't know when. I have no idea. But heading into this, Bolton just won with the past 6. Meanwhile, Mansfield without a win in 6, but just 2 defeats in the past 6 as well. So not too bad. Bolton again not losing that many, but of course coming to this on the back of a spanking by Leyton Orient. Bookies odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on the bookies odds? We have for Bolton 29-20 for the victory, 90-10 for Mansfield, 11-5 is your draw. Mansfield coming to sit in 22nd spot, but a win for them. They could go as high as 16th. Bolton coming to sit in 19th, but a win for them. They could go as high as 15th on this one. I'm going with Bolton. I don't think it's going to be a good season for them. I don't think it's going to be terrible, though. I think they'll be okay, but realistically, you want to see them in the top 7, competing for a spot back in the League One. That's it, my friends. That's what I think will happen this coming weekend. Of course, be sure to give the video some love. And if I'm bang on the nose, which I bloody well hope so, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. Newport County leading the charge. Their 5-point lead will be halved, or at least chunked down a little bit, down to just 3 points. Cambridge back into moving comfortably into 2nd spot. Cheltenham, of course, remaining in 3rd. Port Vale, biggest movers, all the way up to 4th as well. Down the table, Southend, Scunthorpe going down as it stands, but Scunthorpe do have a couple of games in hand. That's what I think will happen. Again, be sure to get your picks in nice and early for the Prediction League, of course. And that's it. That's all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. But if you are new, bang your subscribe and keep you bang up to date with all things League 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Of course, I think next week is the old FA Cup, so we don't know. I think midweek, I'm not going to do FA Cup picks on this. That's too much. I need a bit of a breather, so this is a chance for me to kind of wind down a little bit. Thank heavens for that, because it's been coming thick and fast, and I'm just trying to keep up the heat with you guys. So be sure to give the video some loving. Again, if you want to support the channel in another way, you can become the latest member of the Patreon gang, the Broverhood. If you want to check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas, you could become the latest member for a banana skin price. For the price of a banana skin, not the banana itself, but for the banana skin, you can become the latest member of the the Brotherhood. I'm trying to get the numbers to 25. We're to 23 right now. So I do appreciate if you want to check that out and see if that's up your alley. But until then, though, be sure to give the video some loving and smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you all on the other side. Be safe out there. Lockdown's coming.